Hi my lovely people, I have been waiting so long to do this video. I filmed a book shopping vlog, I'm gonna say at least a month ago, and bought a bunch of books. In that time I've collected a few more and I've been waiting for this parcel to come so I could finally film this video. So here is the long awaited book haul. Let's have a look what we've got. First things first, I want to open up this little parcel because it finally came today and I'm so excited. One of the books in here is what I'm hoping is going to be my next read because I have been wanting to read it for so long. So let's open it up and have a look. I've had this order on pre-order for about a month, which is why it's taken me so long to film this video, because one of the books in this parcel hadn't been released yet. It's the new cover for one of the books that I got. I got these from QVD, so... Oh, you're kidding me. They sent me the wrong one. Oh, you bastards. The whole reason this has been on pre-order is because I wanted the other cover. Anyway, we're not gonna get too upset about it. Let's take a little look out. First 3 books that I got, I will show you the one that I was waiting for. So I got The Fury by Alex Michaelides. Alex Michaelides is like my favourite thriller author. If you don't know him, you might know of his book The Silent Patient. That and The Maidens are 2 of my favourite all-time thrillers, and I'm pretty sure he only has 3 books, and this is the other one which I haven't read yet. This is the old cover. I pre-ordered the new cover, so I probably will be messaging to complain about that. Yeah, I wanted the new cover because it just looked aesthetic and I liked it, which is why I had it on pre-order, but somehow I got this one. But anyway, I'm not too sure what it's about. It says it begins with a phone call and it ends with a murder. 7 friends gather on an idyllic Greek island. Yeah, I kind of remember this now. Among them, a playwright and an actress, her second husband and their wayward son. There's jealousy, betrayal, unrequited love, a handful of secrets and too many lies. 36 hours after they arrive, one of them will be dead. This sounds like my cup of tea. An island where things are weird, things are going wrong, people are dying. It's a mystery thriller. It will be a quick and easy read, I imagine. I feel like this is his first book that he came out with. Could be wrong, but I feel like it is, and then he's done a new redesign of the cover, which is why I'm so disappointed that I have this one, but I'm still nonetheless so excited to read it. This is what I've been waiting for. We'll put him there. Next up, I wanted to start the Lightlock series. I wanted the paperback. I'm a paperback girly. Everybody's read this, everybody's recommended it. However, I feel like I've just seen on TikTok that there's now some like controversy with Alex Esther. Maybe it's not her. I don't really know what's going on with that, but still excited to read it. Oh, it's so cute. It's got like little, I don't know if you can see, like corner things on the pages. Basically, this is about an island, Lightlock, which appears every 100 years, and I think there's like games on it. I love any kind of fantasy where there's games and high stakes, so this sounds exactly like something I would want to read. I'm not sure if it is YA or not. I have a feeling it is, but I don't know. I have a feeling it might be enemies to lovers. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm super excited to read this because it's been on my radar for a very long time. Next up, this is one of my most anticipated reads. I saw Sarah Crowley talking about this book a very long time ago, which confused me because I couldn't get my hands on it anywhere. So I think this was on pre-order as well, but this just sounded to me amazing and I am super excited to finally have my hands on it. It is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. To be fair, I actually don't remember what this was about either. Okay, same kind of things. Games, Trials, Haunted Mansion. I think it's kind of like dark fantasy. Bargains, yeah, Trials. Same kind of vibes as Lightlock, I feel, but this is more dark, eerie, a little bit creepy. Oh, there must be another one coming out because it has a 1. Anyway, I'm so excited to read this. It has been a long time. Oh, I didn't realize it was like foiled. How cute. I love it when books are foiled. But yeah, this is another one I'm so excited to read. Oh my god, you could see my books in the back. these are the books that I bought on my book haul. There were a few that I might have shown you guys, but I didn't show you all of them. First up, Two Twisted Crowns. I won't lie to you guys, I read this. I read it while I was waiting for all my books to come because I just couldn't wait. I needed to read something, so I read it. My opinion on this book, pretty much loved the ending. The rest of it for me was quite slow, and I'm really disappointed because I gave the first book 5 stars and I only gave this one 3 stars. Still is a good read. Obviously it wraps up the story, but I just feel like it was kind of a drag. However, I did really like getting Elm and Ion's story. Kind of like Elm more than Raymond now. I don't know if that's controversial, but I did like that bit. But yeah, 3 stars for this one. I still do recommend reading it if you've read the first one. However, it is a little bit of a letdown, unfortunately. Next up, I have A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett Sinclair. For some reason, this book to me, it's just the cover that does it. I genuinely don't know what it's about. It just drew me in. There's something about like a dark fantasy vibe that just, it gets me. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of in my fantasy era. I think the majority of these books are fantasy, which is funny because I didn't used to be a fantasy reader, but now I'm just in that place and I can't get out of it. Oh, let me worship you, he said. Okay, like that kind of vibe. She's disguised as a mortal journalist. All of that changes when she sits down in a forbidden nightclub to play a hand of cards with a hypnotic and mysterious stranger. Okay, that sounds interesting. God of the Dead has built a gambling empire. She finds herself in a contract with the God of the Dead, and his terms are impossible. Okay, this is definitely going to be a enemies to lovers. That sounds exciting. Sounds like my cup of tea once again, as do all of these books. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to read this. Can't wait to do a video for you guys of me reading some of these books. And I also made a TBR jar. Hopefully I'll do a video with that as well. Then this one, I wanted to read it a while ago, but then I heard some kind of mixed reviews, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it, but I want to give it a go anyway because I think the cover's really cute. So I got My Dark Romeo. You know what, I've just realised the majority of these books I got, I actually don't know what they're about. I kind of just buy them on a whim. Yeah, this is going to be another enemies to lovers. In my story, Juliet doesn't die, but Romeo, he perishes. It doesn't really give much away, but Romeo and Juliet, I feel like kind of retelling maybe, and I think she's forced to marry him, but I don't know. We'll give this one a go and see how we feel. I think, is there a second one to this? I'm pretty sure there is. But yeah, I have heard some kind of like, some people said it was a bit slow, a bit boring, but then other people really liked it, so I would definitely give this one a go. Okay, changing theme a little bit, I think this is a romance book, The 7-Year Slip. This was also on my want to read list on Goodreads for a very, very long time. I just wanted it. What can I say? I'm just a girl. This is about a girl, Clementine, who wakes up one morning to find a random strange man in her kitchen, and he lives in the past 7 years ago. So this is going to be an interesting kind of love story. Something a little bit different. I feel like a kind of like filler between all of the hardcore fantasies. I needed something light like this, and I have heard good things about this, so I am super excited to read this one. Boy, do I have a story for you. So these 3 books, right, pretty much I had heard of this book, everybody raved about it, and it's dark romance, and I was like, oh, I want to read that, not knowing it was part of a series. So I ended up buying the second book in a series, so I ended up having to go back and buy the, oh no, it was the 3rd book, so I ended up having to go back and buy the first 2. Bearing in mind this series is a 4-book series, so I've now got the first 3 and not the last one. But let's just hope I like it so I can actually get to the 3rd one. These are the first 3 books in the Devil's Night series. I believe it goes in this order: Hideaway, Corrupt, and Killswitch. Killswitch was the one that I heard good things about, and I think I've heard good things about Corrupt. Hadn't heard anything about Hideaway, but I'm pretty sure this is the first one. I haven't read dark romance in a while, so I'm excited because my favourite books are the Cat and Mouse duo, if you haven't heard me mention that like a million times. So yeah, I'm excited to get back into my dark romance era and give these a go. Once again, don't really know what they're about. Oh, an abandoned hotel. Mystery on the 12th floor. Okay, that sounds like my kind of vibe. Prison. Survived 3 years in prison. We all know how dark romances go anyway. That kind of vibe, so I'm excited. Kind of want to leave it as I don't really know what it's about, same as the rest of them. I just love doing that, so yeah. I got the first 3. If I like them, I will get the 4th one. Somehow I ended up in this situation. Really, it was just an excuse to buy more books anyway, so I wasn't too mad about it. Next up, I have When the Moon Hatched. Once again, no idea what this one's about. but this cover just pulled me in. As an assassin for the rebellion. Okay, so we've got a rebellion. Love a rebellion. Complete orders and never get caught. When a rival bounty hunter shatters her world, she finds herself captured by the Guild of Nobles. Powerful Fae. Okay, so we've got Fae. Ooh, a clue lures him into the capital's high security prison where he stumbles upon the imprisoned Rave, which is a girl. Okay, same kind of thing. We love a romantasy. Excited to see what this is all about. It's quite a big book, to be fair. It's got the foiled text as well. Love Moonfall series. There must be another one. This might take me a minute to get through. Oh, look how cute. They've got like little drawings on each chapter. That's cute. Yeah, so I've got that. This is the part I'm excited for, the special edition and exclusive edition books that I got. So if you watched one of my recent videos, I can't remember which one it was, I read Powerless. Did I read it in that, or was it on my TikTok? I don't know, but anyway, I read Powerless. I had the deluxe edition and loved it. 5 star. 5 star. One of my new faves. So obviously I had to get Reckless, and I had to wait for the exclusive edition to come out to match the other one. So here we are. It's got a reversible dust jacket, which I have already reversed around because it just looks so cute on my shelf like this. So when you take the dust jacket off, it is this beautiful red, and the other one is purple, so it kind of matches. This is pretty much just the second book to Powerless series. That's like the original cover. Very excited to read this because I loved the first one. It kind of came damaged though, which I'm a bit disappointed about, but hey ho, what can you do? I have heard that this one isn't as good as the first one, but still excited to read it because the first one left me on a cliffhanger, left me feeling heartbroken. So we need to revive this. Can't say anything, but yeah, we need to fix a few things. So super excited to add this to my shelf next to the other one. I don't know if you can see it there. Super cute. I love the reversible dust jackets, but they just don't fit very well. But yeah. Next up, I have shown this one on my TikTok, I believe. If you have come from my TikTok, hi. Thanks guys for all the new followers. I'm so overwhelmed with it. Appreciate it. I have the Glow of the Everflame. Love, love, love these sprayed edges. The colour just does something to me. I am waiting for them still to release more of Spark of the Everflame so I can have both of them, because obviously this is a second book and I haven't read any of them. But at the time, it just came out on Books Ever After and I needed it. And I knew it was going to go out of stock, and it has, so got it so then I can wait for the first one and then we'll read them both. I will probably read them on my Kindle so I don't ruin this. My friend recommended this duology, and is it a duology? Is there going to be another one? I don't know, but yeah, she really liked it, so I am excited to read this and let her know what I think. No idea what it's about. But this is the second one, so I can't really explain. But I am excited to get my hands on the first one. I also do have a pre-order of the Barnes & Noble's Black Sprayed Edge ACOTAR series, which doesn't come, I think, for a couple months. So I'm super excited for that as well, because I haven't even finished the ACOTAR series. I mentioned in one of my TikToks how I kind of have to leave like a big gap between reading the books in the ACOTAR series, and surprisingly some people agreed with me because I feel like they are just a lot to take in, and also because it is a good series. I don't want it to be over so quick, which is why I wait in between it. But in a way it's kind of bad because I forget what's happened, but also I just feel like the writing is very sometimes confusing. It takes a lot of my brain power, so I need like some fluffy fillers in between. But yeah, when I get them I will be reading the rest of the series. Next up, once again, I also showed this to my TikTok. I was waiting for this to come out because I wanted to read this for a while. It is Quicksilver and it is the sprayed edge version. This is super cute. Once again, Books Ever After, I love you. Please sponsor me. This one kind of came in a little bit bad condition. Like the ends are a little bit folded. The corners are a bit folded. Still super cute. I've heard that the male protagonist in this book is like one of everybody's favorite book boyfriends, so I'm excited to meet him and get to know him. But it is a hefty book. But yeah, I am excited to read this and meet everybody's favorite book boyfriend. We've got 2 books left. These are another 2 exclusive editions. I have The Grandest Game. So this is, I think, kind of like a spin-off series to the Inheritance games. If you have read the whole series, the ending of the last book kind of leaves you thinking there's going to be a new series which follows on, and this is what it is. I knew it, and I went to the city to have a look around the bookshop and found this beautiful exclusive sprayed edge edition. How cute. Simple and cute. But yeah, I actually am really intrigued about this story. I can't really say much because I don't want it to give away the other series, but it's pretty much just like a game. It's just a series of games to win money. Same kind of thing as the Inheritance games, like puzzles, mysteries, yada yada yada, YA. Super excited to start this one, and I love that it's got the sprayed edges. I just had to buy it. I had to. When you see spray edges in store, you just can't walk away. So that's where all my money's gone. Finally, and last but not least, look at this. This one is so special that it came with a little jacket thing. Obviously you can see it is Funny Story by Emily Henry. Now I have a sprayed edition version of Beach Read and what's the other one? Happy Place. Yeah, Happy Place. So when I saw this, I just had to get it because it kind of, I don't know if you can see the like ombre one there, matches in with it. Love Emily Henry. Her books are just light-hearted, easy, happy, well, for the most part. And at the time when I got this was like one of the newest ones. I know she's came out with or is coming out with a new book. Can't remember what that one's called to save my life, but yeah, I'm excited to have this one and add the sprayed edges to my collection. Okay guys, so that is all of the books that I bought for today's video. I'm sure in the future there will be another book haul because I'm continuously buying books, and now that I've finally filmed this video I can add them to my bookshelf, so hopefully I have room for them all. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I just showed you and what your thoughts were. I'd love to know, so let me know in the comments. And if you're from my TikTok, thank you so much for heading over to the YouTube, and if you're not, go check out my TikTok because I do update a lot more on there. I haven't been recently because I've kind of just been focusing on studies and all of that, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video when I dive in headfirst to some of these books. Bye!